Exercise. Ugh. Who else just wants to groan when they hear that word? But no matter how exhausting that word seems, exercise is a critical part of everyone's life. I personally know many people who have experienced some of the health risks that are caused by a lack of exercise. Regular exercise is a very important part of everyone's life. Today, I will be covering the problem with a lack of exercise, the need for regular exercise, and the dangers of not exercising regularly. Now, let's take a look at our problem with a lack of exercise. One of the biggest problems facing the world today is the correlation between a lack of exercise and obesity. Now, you may be thinking that obesity is only caused by overeating, but in a study published in the American Journal of Medicine, researchers from Stanford noted that it is a sedentary lifestyle which is caused by a lack of exercise, and not caloric intake, which may be to blame for the rise of obesity in the United States. Now that we understand the correlation between obesity and a lack of exercise, let's take a look at some of the health risks and the financial costs of not exercising regularly. Obesity is one of the biggest dangers facing our society today. Obesity often leads to an increased risk of heart disease. And according to the CDC, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States today. People with obesity often engage in coping activities. And in a study published in the International Journal of Obesity, the study found that people with obesity often engage in these coping activities and end up getting more obese. Additionally, obesity has significant financial costs. The National Institute of Health found that the aggregate healthcare costs of obesity in the United States was $315.8 billion. The cost per person was $3,508 per person. Despite the significant health risks and significant costs associated with obesity, statistics from the CDC show that less than a quarter of Americans are getting enough exercise. This is not a problem we can afford to have a neutral attitude towards. The risks of not exercising and the benefits of exercising are so great that we must be proactive and take action. Now that we understand our problem with a lack of exercise, let's take a look at how we can solve it. According to the Mayo Clinic, the goal we should be striving for is 30 minutes of physical activity every day. In order to achieve this goal of 30 minutes of exercise a day, we'll need to take a look at some of the biggest excuses that people give for not exercising regularly. And there are a great many solutions to overcoming these obstacles. According to the heartfoundation.org, one of the biggest excuses that people have for not exercising is that they're just too busy. In order to overcome this obstacle, you will need to change your mindset from one of trying to find time to one of having to make time. MakeYourBodyWork.com has an article explaining why you probably have more than enough time to exercise 30 minutes every day. Start by examining your schedule. Take a look at how much free time you have in a week, and block out a specific time every day for 30 minutes of exercise. You'll probably have to sacrifice something. Maybe you won't let yourself watch any TV or spend any time on social media until you've gotten that 30 minutes of exercise. A study by Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory found that irregular exercise may actually lead to gaining weight. The study found that when people quit exercise and return to it, they actually gained more weight than when they exercise consistently. According to fitnesshealth101.org, there are a great many benefits to scheduling your workouts. Scheduling your workouts can help you stay motivated to exercise. And scheduling your workouts can also help you make time for your exercise. Another common excuse people have for not exercising regularly is that they don't have access to a gym. There are many creative solutions to this problem. You could take a 30-minute walk around your neighborhood, or you could take advantage of one of the many free videos available online. WebMD.com has an article explaining some great ways that you can exercise effectively well at home. There are lots of exercises that you can do at home. Push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks are just a few examples. Now that we understand how we can solve our problem, let's take a look at what will happen if we don't implement this solution, and more importantly, what will happen if we do. Lack of exercise leads to an increased risk of heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States, and it will remain the #1 cause of death in the United States unless we begin to exercise regularly. According to the CDC, heart disease killed nearly 650,000 people in 2019. That's nearly 50,000 more deaths than people that died to cancer that year. Exercise will help you even if you already have some heart diseases, but exercise can prevent you from getting many heart diseases. According to a lack of exercise can and will shorten your life. And according to a study done by the University of Oxford, moderate obesity can shorten your life by 3 years. And severe obesity can shorten your life by up to 10 years or more. I want to put that in perspective for you. Think about the year 2019. Think about all the memories you made that year with your family, with your friends. Maybe somebody got married. Maybe somebody had a child. Maybe there was a graduation. Think about any significant events that happened in your life that year. Now, think about the last 3 years. Think about everything that happened in those years, all the significant events, all those great memories. By failing to exercise regularly, you run the risk of losing 3 years of your life or more. Imagine if all those memories you made in the past 3 years never existed, simply because you decided not to exercise for 30 minutes a day. Just as not exercising can end your life, I must now end my speech. We can see clearly that there are some great dangers from not exercising regularly, and we can see that not exercising regularly is a real problem. The time to take action is now. So before you leave today, I want you to schedule 30 minutes of exercise for tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that, and keep doing it. Thank you.